That first one all the way to the right that says Reference Tools, what do you assume would be there when you clicked on that tab?
What I assume are there? Reference tools. I feel it's going to be like step-by-step instructions how to get references. I'm probably totally wrong, but
References meaning?
like publications that...
Okay,
yeah,
like
okay.
citations to
Yeah,
publications.
okay.
Okay. And how about the one next to that, Subject Resources?
Maybe a list of resources by subject. There's probably a mathematics in there, and probably like an engineer in there. Once again, completely wrong, but...
Okay. The tab labeled Reference Tools, what would you expect that to do?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay. Okay. Those
Yeah.
words don't suggest anything. Go ahead and click on that tab.
Sure.
And then tell me when it comes up what you think it is.
Okay. Well, I'm not surprised, but there's like, dictionaries and encyclopedias and patents and so on. And then it has the subject listing, which I also see as another tab on there. So
Not sure what the difference is.
well, I guess they'd probably have the same information, or I would expect them to. But
If you were looking for some of the type of information there, like say if you were looking for a definition of a term you weren't familiar with, where would you go?
if I'm already on the website, a term that I see on the webpage, or
if you could go anywhere online.
I usually end up going to Google and typing define
Right.
whatever
Okay.
it is as my
How
first.
about Wikipedia? Do you use Wikipedia?
I do. I try to make sure if I'm going to use it for something that's important that I try to get at least a second opinion somewhere.
Subject resources. We do have a lot of encyclopedia sets around, right? Not encyclopedias, but just like sets of books on different subjects. I've seen them in the bookshelves
Okay.
when I come in to use my laptop in the library.
If you were going to ask for what for something like that, what would you call it?
Not sure.
Okay. How about that next tab?
Reference
What would you
tools.
expect that one to be?
APA, MLA,
Okay.
sorts of things.
Why don't you go ahead and click on that tab, and now tell me when this page comes up if it's what you would have expected when you clicked on that tab, and also what you think this page is, or what you would use it for.
Oh yeah, okay, yes, it's definitely what I expected. Style guides mainly. I think that if I was looking for most of these things, I wouldn't come to the library first.
You would probably go to what?
Google has a define function. Maps. I don't think anyone uses encyclopedias anymore.
Subject resources.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's not a great word for me to know what it should be. I guess it could be subject specific reference material, linking this subject specific reference material, but that
Okay.
it doesn't. And reference tools. Yeah, that's again somewhat harder to guess what this is. I mean, it's just if I read it, I would think it would be a actual software to help me do referencing.
Okay. Yeah, what does the word reference mean to you?
Just the word would be the article that I cite.
Okay.
Well, reference tools, I assume, are it's just other, I guess maybe an encyclopedia in there, other type of search engines. Subject resources, actually, I would say maybe it's the other libraries. I know there's several libraries on campus, and it's broken down by, I know the architecture school has their library, and Lally, I think, has their own library. I would guess that that was broken down in that manner. But
Okay.
I think I can. I don't have an idea in mind. That's probably some sort of the 21st century version of what was the old summary of the books that have the, not card catalog, reader's guide, is that what it was? Yeah. I assume that's things that fit into that category, maybe statistical abstracts, records of some sort.
Okay.
I don't know what subject resources means. What does it mean? Oh, okay, I see. So subject by, yeah, okay. That's not obviously that's not an intuitive phrase for me.
Yeah. Well, to explain what that's databases, but it's inclusive, not just article databases. So it's inclusive of things like statistics or.
So
I mean, a lot of subjects are very specialized.
So this is data. This is databases, etc.
Right.
Okay. You know, maybe a drop-down thing for that. I would never have guessed that.
Okay. Click on reference tools and see how it lines up with what your expectations were.
Yeah, this over here. That looks right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't specifically expect those things, but that all makes perfect sense. I wouldn't know. Maybe this is just my unfamiliarity with using this. That does not automatically. That I would not. Obviously, I did not look at that and say, "Oh, encyclopedias." But when I see that, of course, it makes perfect sense.
Let me ask you, what do you think is on those tabs? Before we
Okay,
click on
so subject resources.
That's fine. Yeah.
I assume you have things, topics that you could search for. I don't know exactly if they're academic topics or subject resources. So I guess they're just probably links to other places, I would hope.
Okay. And what about reference tools?
I guess reference tools hopefully would help you in some way of looking up more references, but I feel like that might be the same thing as having the search bar on the first page.
Okay. Why don't you click on that reference tools tab and tell me what you think about what comes up. Is this what you would have expected?
As far as the search bar, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I didn't quite think of having journal abbreviations, patents, physical and chemical properties is good to have. I didn't know that was there. Statistics style guides. I guess that's writing style guides. Technical reports, and then subject specific. Okay, so that's probably again just like this tab here.
Okay, why don't you click on that tab and tell me what you think about what's come up now.
So it seems pretty similar, if not identically set up.
What do you think the difference is between those two things?
Probably nothing. Do they go to the same place?
Subject resources, actual like topic areas. Maybe, hey, I just want to learn about architecture, so I should go to the 4th floor. Reference tools, maybe like tutorials on how to search for literature, maybe.
Okay. Click on reference tools, and then once again tell me if what comes up is more or less what you would expect.
Yeah, you would expect if you were gonna like expand on it, maybe an actual like video tutorial of like, here, this is what you can look for. But if I'm going to go to dictionaries and thesaurus, I'm going to go to Google instead of coming to the library and then clicking on this here.